Hello everybody. Welcome to your weekly messages for December 8th to the 14th of 2019. I am doing a spread today that has a whole bunch of decks that I haven't used in a long time, so this should be interesting. Haven't busted these guys out in a while. And let's see, before we get started, someone left a comment saying that YouTube isn't sending out notifications. What I recommend, if you want to stay up to date on everything, if you want notifications, sign up for my newsletter. You can check out the link in the bio or go to onyxhealing.com and you can go sign up for the newsletter there. Also, I have a free meditation that I'm going to be sending out on Sunday. So I recommend that you sign up for the newsletter, if nothing more than just to get that free meditation. It's going to be for dealing with family and keeping your sanity during the holiday season or whenever, if you're having a hard time with family. So it's going to be based around that, and it'll be a free download for you. So I recommend that you go check that out. Sign up for that. And don't forget to check me out on Instagram at Onyx Healing if you would like more content. All right, let's just start playing around with these. I'm going to pull one of these cards first. I don't know how, I probably haven't used this deck in a couple years, but let's see what's coming up for everybody. The Burning Head. Okay, this deck is a little bit morbid. It has like limbs and things. But what I'm getting from this primarily is just overthinking, because this immediately, when I think of fire, I think of energy. And so I'm getting a lot of imagery of like when I'm in readings with people. If you don't know, I do regular psychic readings. And a lot of the time when someone has a lot of pressure or energy up in their head, they're overthinking. So the mental processing is going way too intense. And so that's what I'm getting here. This is going to be a week when I recommend you kind of dismantle that. Don't overthink it. Just take the actions that your body feels is right. So you're going to want to keep it simple. Don't spend too much time thinking or processing unless it's actually productive thinking and processing. But ruminating on something, shoulda, coulda, wouldas, those type of thoughts are not going to serve you this week. So really step into meditation or a quiet way to just enjoy the present moment as you are. Enjoy what you're doing. Do what feels good to you. And remember, if it's ruminating about something without productive thought where you're actually solving a problem, it's not helping you. Okay, let's see what comes up here. Six of Water. This is the Six of Cups. Soulmates, nostalgia, taking good care of your inner child, honoring whatever it is that comes up this week is going to be important. And I also think this would be a good time to exercise. I mean, manifesting is always good, but if you're looking for people, this is a good time to sculpt out those manifestations. And then let's see what else we have going on. Empress, giving to yourself, receiving, and really exercising the feminine. So slowing down, doing things that are going to be cooling and soothing rather than high intensity, high heat. We don't want to burn that too hot. It's not going to work this week. And so I see this as a week where if you try really hard, you're gonna come up short. So instead you kind of want to get grounded, get present, get center, move a little bit slower, take aligned action, listen to your intuition, listen to your nudge, listen to your body. These are all things that really come up with these cards that are on the table. So it may be a slower week, but I'm getting that it's a big recharge week. It's a big adjustment week. So this is really exciting. And then we also have Fortune's Wheel. So things are shifting in ways that I think you can't see. This is a big unknown card. So you don't know what's going to be lying ahead by any means. There's a lot of unpredictability with this card. I don't see that as a bad thing. It's more of the doors are open, the portals are open, everything is opening up that's ahead of you. So by you setting the intention and being clear, that's going to make this a lot easier to deal with because you're being intentional with the energy that's coming up, right? So if you have the space, you're actually placing your attention on, hey, this is that thing that I am wanting or needing or desiring, and then the universe is able to deliver because you're leaning into the unknown, the open space that's there. Okay, then we also have Seven of Fire. Again, this is equivalent to the Seven of Wands in a normal deck. It's one of those cards where it's like, don't spin your wheels in the mud. If you're having an issue with something, if you feel like you're getting locked up with something, slow down, pull your energy back, get quiet, come back into yourself. And that's where the solutions are going to come from. It's not going to be from overexerting yourself. So we kind of want to take this week to pivot rather than burn the candle at both ends. I mean, take action, do the things that are important. Don't slack off on that. But definitely, like with the overthinking, overprocessing, having too much energy up in your head, your mental body being overactive, that's not going to work this week. And then we have the Ace of Air, so maybe new ideas, new inspiration, clarity, feeling like there's a lot of info coming through. This is why you want to slow down, because all of the info will come through if you allow it. If you resist it, then it's not going to be as clear, and it's going to feel like you're not getting the information that you need, even though it's already there. Okay, I'm going to clarify this one. The Star. Yep, pay close attention to your thoughts because it's kind of like the divine guidance, divine intuition, divine ideas. It's all of the where you need to go, the things that are unlocking. And remember, you don't need to fixate on the outcome or the absolute way it's going to unfold. You just need to start moving in that general direction and then kind of let God take care of the rest. So I would, anytime I see the Ace of Air or Ace of Swords, it's like bust out your notebook because you might have a lot of ideas. This may not be the week to execute on every single one of them, but it's a time to download them and then integrate, figure out what your body wants. And then moving forward in December, I think there's going to be a lot more energy that you can put behind whatever it is that you need to. So the Star is just you knowing that you're going to land where you need to. That's true for all of us, right? No matter what happens in life, it's like we're going to land where we need to. And then Messenger of Earth. I don't remember if this is the page or night. No clue. But we're going to clarify this because this is just about communicating around stability. And remember all of the earth qualities, like being grounded, being stable. This can also be communication with your higher self, communication with God regarding what it is that you need to feel stable. The Eight of Cups is saying there's a new way that you can think about stability that is going to help you this week. So what does that really look like? What would it feel like if you already had the things that you needed, if you were already stable, if you were already secure, if you already had the things that you needed? What are the emotions that would arrive in your body? Paying close attention to that and noticing any, I just that inner critic, the inner ego, the naysayer in the back of your mind that's very discouraging. How can you reframe it for that part of yourself? Because your ego kind of needs help. That's the best way I can describe it. It wants help. It needs to get a little bit of support in all of that. So the Eight of Cups is just saying reframe it for that part of yourself that might be a bit more resistant. And then we also have the Nine of Earth. You've really done a lot of work, so I don't think that this is going to be the week to bully yourself. It's it's just a time to enjoy and appreciate all of the hard work that you have done. It's like you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor with this card. That's what's nice about the Nine of Pentacles or the Nine of Earth. And so I think this would be a good week to just celebrate, enjoy yourself, relax, do things that feel good to you, and make that something where you're not discounting the accomplishments that you have had. There's always going to be stuff to work on, right? There's always going to be like adult things that we have to take care of. There's always going to be bills to pay and all of that stuff. Yes, yes, yes. All true things. But it doesn't negate the fact that you have done a lot of work, you have come really far, you have, had however many accomplishments, whether that be personal, professional, emotional, relational. Count all of those as wins this week. And always. Okay, I'm just going to pull one card from here, and then we'll do a 3-card pick. The Hierophant. Okay, so boundaries, order, structure. I think that's what you're going to be getting into. Maybe this is the week where you really set yourself up for that, right? Rather than trying to take a whole bunch of action where you're not feeling aligned or feeling like you're, like I said, spinning your wheels in the mud with that 7 of fire, 7 of wands. This is going to be a time to kind of anchor into what do you need to do either consistently or on a regular basis or doing for yourself each day, or there needs to be a little bit of order. And so I'm getting that slowing down is going to help you find your anchor points as far as what structure makes sense for you at this point in time and what's going to help you moving forward. Even think a bit larger, like as you're moving into 2020 as well, what habits, what do you want to move into consistently in 2020? Okay. So let's do a 3-card pick. You're welcome to ask a question, ask for guidance, clarity, whatever it is that you're needing. You can pick as few or as many cards as you'd like. It totally does not matter. This is just for you. Card number 1, King of Cups, emotional stability. Okay, so paying close attention to your emotions, like what's coming up? Is there something emotional coming up that needs to be processed? Is it something that needs to be worked through? Is the King of Cups telling you that there is a lot of growth that's already happened, so now you have the ability to float on things that are coming up at this point in time, and also let the emotions kind of be your compass in terms of if something is really not feeling good, knowing that your body is giving you a no, and that means that you need to take action in some capacity, or if something is a yes, 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 then leaning into that, knowing that you can do more of it. And then card number 2, we have the King of Swords, independent thoughts, independent ideas, and not being afraid of kind of carving your own path, right? So the King of Swords, that air energy is very Aquarian as far as how it's coming through here. So being an innovator, being, a trendsetter, it's kind of you're ahead of the curve a little bit. So trusting the ideas and inspiration that comes through, very similar to the Ace of Swords, but more about owning and embodying that yourself is the main guidance that's coming through here. If you have the idea, if you have the inspiration, or if you know what you need to do, then trust that part of yourself. And then card number 3, we have the 9 of Wands. There's a lot of movement here, so I'm just getting that it's very, very active, lots of processing, lots of forward movement, lots of progress, all good things. The one word of caution that I want to give with the 9 of Wands is that sometimes if you move so fast and you're moving so quickly, you can actually trip over yourself in the process. So make sure it's something that can be sustained rather than something that you're just trying to rush through, and that's going to be a big help to you. So this is the type of card where it's like you're already moving fast. You don't need to triple down on it. You're already doing the right things and moving in the right direction. You're already doing it. So you don't need to force it. You can flow a little bit more. You're already moving quite quickly. So that's why you don't want to push yourself into burnout, right? If you get into the 10 of Wands, then you're reaching burnout. So we want to pump the brakes before we get there and make sure it's sustainable. Opt for sustainability rather than short-term bursts of energy, and that's going to help you with whatever it is you're asking about or needing help with. All right, everybody, that is all that I have for you today. Thanks for hanging out with me. Don't forget, sign up for my newsletter so you don't miss notifications from me, and you can get that meditation that will come out on Sunday. And until next time, have a beautiful, beautiful week, everybody. If you need to work with me, go to onyxhealing.com. You know I'm available. Check out the links in the description box if you want ways to work with me, if you want to know which decks I used, all of that good stuff. And I will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.